Oh man, man, I don't know what is in the water, what's going on, but these teachers have been going extra wild lately. Now I don't know why these stories are popping up more and more frequently, but it's crazy. There's a lot of ladies that are doing some weird things, and for some reason, which may be obvious once I explain it to y'all, but for some reason, the only blog that I'm seeing that's covering the most is Spiritual Word. So over the past week or so, this Instagram page, Spiritual Word, has been posting these stories about teachers, some older female role models that are taking advantage of young boys and young girls. And it got to a point that this lady right here asked, are y'all searching for these articles? And the Spiritual Word page responded to that, saying it's quite interesting how you question the validity based off it being women. If it were men, this question wouldn't be posed. But to answer your question, no one is searching for these articles. They're posted on Twitter from news stations that we follow. The last two incidents articles were 3 days old. This current one is a day old. So great point. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I've been covering Spiritual Word for a couple years now on my channel, and I knew we had to be a man behind this account that does hire women to run it as well. But I could tell it was a man who isn't tuned to male and female culture, because the takes are very balanced. And this is the founder, Sean McKenzie. So this is the face that started Spiritual Word. So if you do want to follow a blog on Instagram, Spiritual Word, that's your one. But back to the topic. So yeah, it's been so many stories of these teachers doing some crazy things, and we can go through these stories, man. This is all wild. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to my channel. It's your boy Stacy. Let's talk about it. So this lady right here is the first one. Her name is Destiny Hillsman. She's the 25-year-old Houston teacher at Holland Middle School, and she was arrested and charged for grooming, texting, and kissing middle school girls. Now I told y'all, and y'all actually did not give me much pushback when I explained my stance. I believe there are just as many female groomers as there are male groomers. I talked about that in the Marsai Martin video, when people were saying that men are the ones to look out for, with her wearing the sexy bodysuit at the Savage Fenty runway show. But I told y'all, like, no, it's not just men. Women groom as well. Women probably even groom more, but it's not looked at because women can get closer to women at a younger age. You feel me? So let's get into this story. So it says a teacher at Holland Middle School was relieved of her duties during an investigation into two claims that she had relationships with students. So Destiny Hillsman, 25, was arrested and charged in October 2022 for the relationships that allegedly happened earlier in the year. Charging documents list the victims as being 13 and 14 years old at the time. Hillsman took the 13-year-old to the mall, a water park, to see a movie, and to her home, where they watched a movie in her bed, according to charging documents. The teen told police things became physical and they exchanged more than one kiss, and the teacher touched her breast. During an interview with HISD police, the investigating agency, this teacher said that she believed this student was her person and that she bought her a ring so they could have matching ones. Charging documents show text messages where the teacher and student told one another, "I love you." The teacher used the word forever. She also said that she made a mistake, but she is not a bad person. During the course of that investigation, investigators noted in a separate charging document that they learned of another alleged affair between Hillsman and a former student who now attends high school in Houston ISD. So yeah, this lady out here grooming little girls. Yeah. Now I don't want nobody to be paranoid, but I just want people to understand you can't look at a man or look at a woman and automatically assume who you should fear more around your child. Vet everybody, okay? And it doesn't matter. It does not matter the gender of your child or the sexuality. Vet everybody. Now here go this lady right here. This lady right here's name is Jennifer Jean Hawkins, and yes, when I tell y'all we have a woman that represents almost every single demographic, almost every single nationality or race. It is crazy. These teachers are going wild, or these older women are going wild. So they're saying this lady right here was charged with rape after allegedly having sex with her daughter's 16-year-old boyfriend 300 times. Now, the allegedly is around the amount of times that they did it. So that's the question. But whether or not that they had sex, both admitted to it. So basically what was going on is the young boy is going through some things with substance abuse, and right now he's in a rehabilitation program, and in that program he wrote a letter to his school district talking about his relationship with that lady. Now he described her to be very manipulative and controlling, and then from that point the police contacted Hawkins for an interview where detectives read her the letter from the alleged victim. Now Hawkins initially denied the allegations but soon admitted that she made a mistake and began crying and admitted to having been in a sexual relationship with the victim, according to the police affidavit. Now when asked how many times she and the victim had sex, she allegedly responded, "No clue," which police say indicated it was numerous times. Now the relationship, which is alleged to have gone on until 2022, consisted mostly of Hawkins picking up the victim during lunch, bringing him to her house, and the two of them having intercourse per the affidavit. Now, in subsequent interview with the victim, police say he estimated that that he and Hawkins had sex 300 plus times. He explained that he met Hawkins through Hawkins' daughter, who was the same age as the victim. So yeah, the mama, dirty macking. The mama's a dirty Mac. She's a dirty Mac. Gonna go ahead and slide on her daughter's boyfriend and, you know, do the worst thing possible. Listen, this is crazy. This is crazy. Next story. So this one is a wild one. Now this teacher right here is Jacqueline Ma. She was 34 years old. 34 years old. And man, she was once named Teacher of the Year. Now, she was arrested in Butler County Jail for her inappropriate relationship with a 13-year-old former student, police said. Now, she taught 5th and 6th grade, but on one day, a concerned parent reached out to the National City Police Department saying that she was afraid her 13-year-old was being treated inappropriately by the lady Ma. And it just took a day for detectives to develop probable cause to arrest the teacher. Now, she was put into jail on numerous felony charges, but was released after she was bailed out. Detectives continued to investigate and rearrested Ma on a Thursday, charging her with additional felonies in the case, and she is now being held without bail at Las Colinas Women's Detention Facility there in California. Now, police did not release details of the alleged crimes committed by Ma, noting that the victim in the case is still a minor. The teacher is charged with 7 counts of possession of child pornography, as well as with 4 counts of that's exploitation of a child. She's also charged with 2 counts of committing lewd and lascivious acts with the child. Now, finally, she is charged with attempting to dissuade a witness from testifying, so she was trying to get him to not talk. Now, once again, I told y'all that this lady was once a Teacher of the Year. And by the way, she's married. Yeah, this lady right here, hunting these little boys. I believe it's a boy, but hunting these little boys, she is married. Next story though. Now this one is a weird one. This isn't a teacher, but it's a lunch lady. And I'm telling y'all, all these stories are coming out within like a 5-6 day span. This is wild. This is wild, dog. So 31-year-old Connecticut married lunch lady. Once again, another married woman. Lunch lady arrested after having sex with a 14-year-old boy and sending him nudes. Wow. So what happened in this situation right here is this is a lunch lady, and basically she was like flirting with one of the little boys and say, "Hey, let me get your Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and also follow me on Snapchat." And then she told him, "Hey, you want to see some?" And then she just sent him a nude, and he was like, "Yo, did you send this to me by mistake?" And she was like, "Here go another one." Send him another one. So she would continue to send him unsolicited nudes, and then attend his sporting events and send him videos of him playing and stuff. So then one time, something happened at January 13th. What happened is that the kids had a party, and somehow she ended up picking the boy up from the party. The boy returned back, and his friends looking at him like, okay, you obviously are looking weird. You're not acting the same way that you were acting before you left. And one of the friends' father reported it. And lo and behold, the boy and the lady did something nasty in the car. And after time, they found the lady, and she was arrested. And now she faces 3 felony charges, including 2nd-degree SA and enticing a minor by computer to engage in sexual activity, and risk of injury to a minor or impairing morals of children. Now, she was released on $100,000 bond and will appear in court March 23rd. Now, I wonder how she paid that bond, because imagine asking your husband to help you pay a bond, $100,000 bond, because you were sleeping with a 14-year-old boy. Man, because we all know for sure a lunch lady ain't got that goddamn money. So I wonder if she got it from her husband. Man. Hell nah. But last story right here. I cannot confirm whether or not this lady is a teacher. I can't confirm that. But she is 31 years old, a Colorado woman who admits to having sex with a 13-year-old middle schooler and having his baby, but she won't face any jail time under a plea deal. Now, this is the interesting situation. She got a plea deal for incest. And they said this is not new for fake pleas, just so someone could go ahead and get a lesser charge. But the child did look at this person like a maternal figure, to the point that sometimes the child called this woman mother sometimes. So basically all we know so far, because they're not giving out that much details because of course it's a minor. One day, the lady admitted that one day she was drunk and had sex in her car with a child, and that's how she said she conceived her child, her baby. And then from that point, once approached by investigators, she said that she was living with the child, the teenager, for some weeks. Which I'm like, where does the mother come into play in that point if she was living with the person for, I don't know. Something in the story doesn't make sense. For this child to be living with this woman for several weeks, how could the parents allow this to happen? And that's probably why the child looked at this woman like a maternal figure for whatever reason. I don't know. It's something in there that we're not hearing. Now, as I told y'all, the woman is on probation and she's now had the child, and she would have to register as a sex offender. She's also facing additional misdemeanor charges on 2 counts for a supposed violation of a legal protection order, which she was required to head to court on March 23rd. So a lot of these people going to court on March 23rd. Now, the biological mother is outraged at the outcome of the plea deal and has stated that she feel like her son is robbed of his childhood, mentioning that what she claims to be double standards of the court. She also added that now he's having to be a father, he's a victim, and he's going to have to live with that for the rest of his life. I feel like if she was a man and he was a little girl, it would be definitely different. They will be seeking more. I feel like he is not a woman and they are not, and they are having compassion for her.
Had my son have been a little girl and this had been a 31-year-old man, they would be seeking incarceration, which they are not. And I don't think that they realize that, boy or girl, this is gonna follow him for the rest of his life. I feel like she's getting a slap on the wrist for a crime that shouldn't be taken lightly. It's double standards in my eyes.
So once again, this lady right here pled guilty to a lesser charge of incest. Now, that does not require jail time, so that's how she able to go away scot-free, and she'll just be on probation. In regards to registering as a sex offender, the judge could sentence her to 10 years to life on sex offender intensive supervised probation. But yeah, man, I just wanted to show y'all, like, I don't know what's going on. These ladies are out here wilding. Vet everyone that comes in contact with your children. Go to those PTA meetings if you can. Meet your children's teachers. Check them damn phones. Ain't no privacy. Check them damn phones, man. When they get out your house, that's when they get privacy. I don't give a damn. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here, though. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Spiritual Word for doing a good job covering these stories, man. But I'm going to get up out of here, though. It's your boy, Stacy. Yo.